Hello and a heartily welcome to today's video. Our topic today will be friendship and nutrition. My name is Dominika Hanschk and I'm glad that you're here with me. Friendship and nutrition aren't two words that you combine easily with one another, but I find it quite interesting if you try to look into friendship and nutrition in a combined way. I tell you why this topic came up or is a topic of this week's video, because when I decided to do these videos last year, I sat down in November and I created a list of topics I'd like to discuss, which I would find interesting to listen to somebody to talk about. And one of the topics was friendship. So here we are talking about friendship, and obviously I'd like to combine it with the things I know quite some. I've got some knowledge about, and that's nutrition, that's exercising, that's kind of like personal development. And friendship and nutrition is a very interesting combination to look into. Okay? When I put down the list of the topics that I wanted to discuss, I had a few ideas of how I could approach the topic, of what I could do. But the funny thing is that the things I thought about in November aren't necessarily the things that I'm talking about today. Why is that? Well, I certainly prepare for these videos, but I like to do it with a kind of intuition and kind of like feeling into the topic. What's actually going on in my life right now, and how does that relate to this kind of topic? And friendship, I think, is also, it's got lots to do with intuition. Because you're not going out there, oh, I want to find new friends. You're gonna be my friend? It's not gonna happen like that. Friendship, when you look into your life, how did you get friends? Usually it was something like you were put into a group, like you were put into a group in kindergarten, you were put into a class in school, you are in a working environment with a certain group of colleagues. And yes, you may have friends from kindergarten, you may have friends from school, and you may have colleagues which you really enjoy spending time with, chatting about things, thinking things through. And so there is some kind of intuition in there. You are in a group and you connect with somebody, and that's you share the same ideas, you share the same thoughts, you want to do things together because it comes easy, it comes naturally. Okay, and that's a quite interesting fact about friendships. But the real world is we are now grown-ups, we are adults, and the thing is, can we actually decide to find friends, to deliberately find groups that support us, and where we find new people that we want to spend time together with, where we share the same goals, or we share the same ideas, or we can connect and discuss topics that are relevant to us right now. And this is where I want to combine friendship with nutrition, because some of you may know that I have a hotel, or that I'm a part of a hotel, a fasting hotel in Germany. And I have 40 to 50 new fasting guests every week. They come here for different reasons: detoxing, just getting to know something about nutrition, maybe losing weight, maybe just having some time for themselves, relaxing, etc. But it's a group. They put themselves together in a group where they can find friends in a way. Because I see that so many times that even though I have got 50 people which have a kind of like joint goal, which is kind of like detoxing, relaxing, fasting, listening to coaching sessions about nutrition, exercising, and so on, doing things together, going on a hike together, and there are the same kind of ideas that brought them here. But out of those 40, 50 people, there are smaller groups, people that connect with each other, that become friends, that actually find it easy to share their ideas, to do something together. And that's why I actually want to use this video today to talk a little bit about my experiences in how you can actually find friends which help you along your way in regards to nutrition, in eating healthily, and in maybe losing weight together. Yeah. So one example, it's actually quite a while back when I had this example, but I find that so amazing. That's why I have to talk about it. It was when I started a new program called FlexiFasten. And FlexiFasting is basically a combination of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting means that you have a 16-hour window of fasting and 8-hour windows of eating, which is not easy when you're used to eating whenever you're hungry and having a little bit there, having a little bit there. And now I'm supposed to only eat in 8 hours and eat healthily in 8 hours. It's not that easy to actually do that straight away. And at the same time, the second pillar of that program is actually interval sports. So you're doing exercise on your current limit, what your body can actually do, but you're only doing it for really, really short intervals of 30 seconds. And so everybody can do it on their own level, yeah. But it's quite taxing doing that for an hour. And the combination of the two actually allows people to understand, okay, what can I do with my nutrition? What can I do for exercising, which doesn't have to be very difficult to integrate, because yes, I've got an hour here to do that, but when I actually implement that at home, it doesn't have to be an hour. It's just about getting an idea. And if I combine that and if I bring that into my life, how can I achieve more? And this young lady, she actually was overweight. So she was really, really struggling with this program. She really tried hard. Whenever I had her in the group, I was just like, wow, you're really putting the effort in. You're really trying hard. This is great stuff. But you could see she was struggling. She was finding it difficult. That there's less food, less time for the food and this exercise, and she couldn't quite get the hang of it. But the thing is, she actually found friends. And when she got home, she was motivated because she had some people who basically helped her stay on track and trying to achieve this. So she tried very hard to implement that program at home. You can't do the same program like here because here you're on holiday, you have free time, you have spare time, you can actually really work with it. But she tried to implement it at home as good as she could, and she focused on nutrition, which is the most important part. And she tried hard and did that. And the funny thing is, 10 months later, I met her husband. And why is that? Well, basically, he told me that she had implemented the nutrition part into her life, and they were eating that way, and they were looking into this intermittent fasting on a continuous basis, and that was kind of like part of their life. And over the last 10 months, she had actually lost 30 kilograms of weight. Isn't that amazing? 30 kilograms she lost in 10 months. That's so incredible. And he didn't feel confident next to her anymore because she used to be bigger than he was. And now she changed so much that he felt compelled to come for fasting to achieve the same. Isn't that great? She found friends that motivated her, that kept in contact with her, and she implemented this in her life, and she got she got great results. And then she actually convinced her, but she didn't have to convince him. He actually wanted to do the same for himself because he felt, wow, this is so amazing, this is great, she's got to go, she's going for this, finding new friends, and that's it. She's doing it and she's having amazing results. And that's what I meant in last week's video when I talked about with what kind of people are you spending time with? What are the 5 connections that you have that you're spending a lot of time with? Okay? So here you can see that her husband is obviously spending a lot of time with her, and that has an effect on him. Okay? Well, let's go for another example. that only happened recently. I had a fasting group last November, which was here, and they really connected with each other. They had lots of fun. They were asking lots of questions about nutrition, how to implement certain things, and I really enjoyed coming to their table and discussing these aspects about nutrition with them, and how you could achieve weight loss, what you could try, how you could change your nutrition in a certain way to make it easy. And the funny thing is, one of this group is with me fasting here this week right now. And when she saw me on Sunday, she was just like, "Oh, Dominika, I need to tell you something. I need to show you something. This is so amazing." I'm like, "Okay." So she showed me pictures of the other people in the group, and she said, "Oh, do you remember her?" Yeah. Do you remember? She actually did exactly what you said. And she is so happy because she actually implemented all those nutritional tasks that you gave us, and she is exactly on the same weight as she used to be when she drove home from fasting. And this is so cool. When somebody actually learns here something, implements that at home, and is able to keep the same weight, because that gives you perspective. Yeah, even though her goal might be to lose even more weight, but she has the right perspective. I'm going fasting, I'm losing a bit of weight, I managed to keep it off, and the next time I'm going fasting, I'm losing a little bit more weight, and I managed to keep it off because I've got the right approach, I've got the right friends who helped me stay on the ball and get going, and yeah, that's so amazing. I know this group will come together here again, probably in the autumn, which I find so incredible, and I could tell you so many more stories, and I love that because it's so cool when you see that people can connect, find new friends, and with that finally achieve their goal of having a better nutrition, having a more healthy approach to life, and also being able to achieve their goals because they have connected with people who are like-minded, who have the same motivation, who have the same goal, who go in the same direction. And I find that so amazing when the people actually find new friends which align with their goals, and then they achieve what they want, what's really them. Yeah, so you can actually achieve your goals too. The question is, do you want to evaluate your friendships? Maybe you look into your friendships and you say, okay, well, I've got this group of friends. They are really old friends because I met them in kindergarten, I met them in school. We are together for 20 years now. This is really cool. Yes, I love this kind of friends because they've actually seen you grow. They've actually seen your direction, and they can relate to you in a really cool way because they see how you've been growing, the different steps, and they give you valuable input. Okay? Then you have a group of people which I call kind of like maintenance friends. You have to put real effort in to keep them happy and to keep the friendship alive. And the question is, do you really still connect with these kind of people? And then we've got this third group over here, which I call growth friends. Okay? People you're connecting with which help you achieve your goals, to become better, to become more. And that's so cool. And the thing is, you can actually choose those people. You can put yourself in situations to find these people. You don't have to wait that a miracle happens and they turn up. You can actually put yourself in situations like joining a health group, joining an exercise group, going to a conference about nutrition, or going fasting. You find new people to connect with, which share the same ideas, which share the same thoughts, which have the same kind of goal, and then you can actually achieve your goal together. And that's so amazing. And I hope that you can relate to that and maybe take the next step to find this kind of group which is helping you achieve your nutrition goals. Okay, well, that's it for today. So, yeah, I hope you could find one or the other point that will help you in your life to achieve your goals. And yes, I hope to see you here next week again when we talk a little bit more about friendship. Bye.